Being a teacher has been a dream of mine for many, many years. I started pretending to be a teacher when I was very young, and I would sit around in my room with all my dolls and animals, and I love seeing that, what we call them is the aha moment. I love to be teaching something and they look up and they say, oh, I get it. It's a wonderful feeling. So those aha moments really encourage me to keep going every day.
Quality childcare is more than a safe and nurturing place for children to spend their time. Quality programs help to prepare children for success by using developmentally appropriate methods to build cognitive, language, social, and other skills. High-quality early learning programs, whether provided by parents or by childcare facilities, are crucial to strengthening families and investing in the future of Wyoming's children. That is why Wyoming developed Why Quality Counts, a program dedicated to providing training opportunities and awareness to raise the quality of childcare across the state.
The purpose is to really provide professional developments for folks who want to get into the childcare field or who are already employed in the childcare field, to bring up their skills to be able to provide a better quality environment and quality interaction with kids. And so providing scholarship money, grant money, and opportunities for them to explore that is really the crux of the initiative.
The Why Quality Counts program really started in the context of a conversation about Wyoming childcare and its quality. And from those discussions evolved into really a focus on professional development for people working in the field of early childhood education and childcare. The goal of Why Quality Counts is to invest in the workforce, because if we invest in the workforce that is working with our children and looking after our children, parents will be able to go to work, families will be more productive, and really childcare supports the Wyoming workforce overall. So our goal is to support the people working in that industry to the best of our ability and from really a Wyoming perspective.
Well, my husband and I thought it very important that any place that she attended have a highly qualified staff that was well trained, and that the center have a commitment to professional development so the staff could be kept up to date on the latest information about early childhood development so that she would benefit from that.
Our focus for the early childhood industry is to give people working in the early childhood field access to quality education, to training, to any sort of educational opportunity that would help them in rearing children and in being a part of children's lives, because the earliest years are the most important in terms of child development.
The Why Quality Counts Cradling Literacy course is designed to enhance the skills of providers as they support early language and literacy development in children from birth to age 5.
Cradling literacy focuses on the child from birth to 5 years old, and on literacy development, the different development stages. You know, an 8-month-old isn't at the same stage as a 4-year-old, so the different stages is there and what to expect from them. We also look at the environment and how the environment that the child is in reflects in their training and in their learning, that kind of thing. And we look at family involvement. How do you communicate with the families in that class, and how does that fit with the literacy piece of it, the importance of those relationships, that kind of thing. The culture, how the culture feeds in not only how we're training, but how we learn, how the children learn.
The Business Basics course offers fundamental knowledge and guidance on running a small business, as well as a basic framework for time and resource management.
I think this is a really crucial class for most providers. A lot of providers I have worked with, I have kids, they struggle with things like work-life balance, with making enough money to get by. And what this class does is really help them with some of those key issues. It helps them take a look at what limits do they need to set so that they have enough time for themselves. It helps them take a look at, are they making money, and if not, how can they restructure their financial situation to do so. It also takes a look at some of the marketing to help them grow their business. And so I think that is really crucial to helping them have enough time to then provide to the kids what they need to provide.
The Leadership and Management course strengthens the foundations of leadership and management skills by helping participants better understand their own personal strengths and weaknesses, as well as how to recognize and build upon the skills of others.
The focus of the Leadership and Management course is to focus on what is leadership and management, what are effective components to leading and managing an organization, and then what are the differences between those two skill sets. Secondly, we look at individual preferences for taking in information, making decisions, preferences for communication and work-life patterns. And we take this information and they learn how to appreciate individual differences in how people function at work, at home, and how they can work with those and relate with those people more effectively.
All of the Y Quality Counts professional development courses qualify for STARS credits, a continuing education program for child care providers and administered by the Wyoming Children's Action Alliance.
It is designed originally to track training for licensing purposes, but through the years it has grown to track career development and to support quality training and career development in Wyoming.
Being able to access these educational opportunities is really making a difference for them. It's an opportunity that they would not have had without the funding that has been provided by the state legislature. And I think that for some of them, they did not recognize going into the child care profession that it really is a profession, and I think it's brought some credibility to the important work that they do every day to support our workforce. Oftentimes it's set aside, and oftentimes folks get into child care because they want to stay home with their own children, and they don't really see themselves as a professional out there in the workforce, and they really are, and they're so important. They support the backbone of our workforce and the backbone of our economy in Wyoming, and I feel like that's what we've been able to do through the professional development series, is really lend some credibility to those efforts.
They were very willing to work with us. The leadership and management wasn't even offered in Cheyenne, and they put a class together just for those that were interested, so I think they're very flexible in doing what we need as far as the trainings that we want to have, and they are willing to work with us.
For the low cost of $10, it makes sense to register today. Just visit the providers area of yqualitycounts.org to see the course listing, schedule training dates, and locations. Working side by side with Wyoming families and child care providers, Y Quality Counts hopes to invest in Wyoming's greatest asset, our children.